The party is planned by myself and my roommate Chet. If a thing can ever be said to be planned, rather than forced upon its planners by circumstance, for such is the nature of reality. All prophecies self-fulfill, and all existence fulfills a prophecy. Circumstances being what they are, the series of events in the universe forced upon us a wild reality, is there any other kind, that fulfilled itself in a wild night. The circumstances themselves do not matter, merely that they exist, that I exist, and that you who listens to this exist.
Troublemakers, ne'er-do-wellers, shenaniganers once, but no more. Our days of booze-soaked mayhem were brought to a teetotaling end by a sobering encounter with our university's police department. Cake Party was about a singular question. Can a good time be found without alcohol? As we discovered, yes, but we mustn't make noise. Hush! Thus fulfilling the prophecy. And lo, after sweetbread is eaten and the cops are called, silence will be the cry of their block.
When the sun shines and bounds through and off the clouds and lands on the cells that exist in my eye, what created the light? Is it the source, nuclear fusion in the sun? Is it the medium, as if the particles of light require a medium? Or the receptor? How do we define existence? Did the Cake Party exist on Facebook? Did it exist outside of Facebook? Would it existed were we not contacted by Zydio and representatives of actualreality.tv? I think not. I think the prophecy of Zydio to request this diary is what caused all of this to exist. It was you, the viewer, that caused these cakes to appear, and those people to appear, and those police who brutalized us every day for years. We gave out little cards at the party that talked about Zydio and asked the people to contact you, and Facebook diaries to contact us, for such is life. Life is but the equilibrium of whimsy and despair. Despair at the loss of innocence and youth, whimsical joy and folly, as those fiery passions burn their way throughout our souls.
It began as nothing, and it then turned to death. Death begat love, and love begat cake. The cake wore thin into dusk, gone in a flash. Ripples and echoes flow through the darkness. Nothing. Yes, we put it on a website, on the World Wide Web, on the internet, called thefacebook.com. And we did it because...
The police enforce the laws from the hands of the man. They wear badges and anoint their temples with authority, self-derived authority from a flag stuck in the ground, stick stuck up in the mud, dripping blood in white man's America. America? America? Land of the free, free to eat cake and peace, home of the brave? But the real bravery comes from rejecting the man and his plan for America. He'll watch you through the computer screen, over your shoulder, through the keyhole, watching your soul. Stand up and have your cake, eat it too. Reclaim your freedom, reclaim the land from the man, America, with cake as your tool.
Nobody talks about these things no more, not since Chapter got pinched. But I suppose I can tell you if you promise not to tell a single damn soul. Keep your word. I mean it. See, this was back when Mr. Beer was still with us. It was his birthday, and what's a party without cake? See, Kid Roman knows this bakery guy, so we got them all dolled up, with writing that said beer, and we called it Beer Blast, for Mr. Beer. Later someone said cake sounded like keg, maybe, but if anyone asks, I'm going to deny every word of it.
Oh, what a delight! Friends and onlookers from across the globe gathered in cheers and celebration, toasting with miniature cakes and cut off generous sugary portions of heaven with sprinkles to dazzle the tongue and I presided o'er the festivities, my merry banner twisting in the wind as I twirled, feeling as light and sprightly as an evergreen fairy. Oh, and my sweet tooth has never seen such a fancy feast. I feared I would never again fit in my high-cut nylon pantaloons with silver brooch and waistcoat. Fellows and ladies, fashionable and merry the lot of them, played parlor games with cakes as the source of inebriation rather than spirits. What fun!
For countless eons, time has bested all. But, in a world where nothing is as it seems, roughly 40 people went to Cake Party.
The cops came to the party, and they will always come to the party. As many times as history lives and repeats itself, the cops had to come, for without them, the party wouldn't exist. And this video diary wouldn't exist, and I myself wouldn't exist. And yet the paradox of this situation is that the police themselves do not exist, not except in our minds and the collective mind consciousness of our modern society. Are you going to have to do a lot of paperwork, a partygoer asked? And Officer Grumpy of the University Police Department stares deep in our mirthful, non-existent souls and replies slowly, "You have no idea." And we take flight, and through the clouds and mountaintops we spot a flock of ducks seeking the cool winds of the north. Quack, quack, one says, and we all join in. And when the search is complete, our dorm room door slowly closes upon the room, empty but for its occupants, covered in icing, hopping and flapping and quacking themselves into eternal glory.